Hey guys, so tonight we're going to be playing some more Diablo 4. It is Thursday night. Now, there's probably some confusion about like why I'm streaming this tonight and what's kind of going on with Diablo as one of the games that I plan to be streaming for the time being on my channel. So basically, like 3 weeks ago now. I don't know. It's probably been closer to a month. It's probably like almost a month before my birthday, which was last week. I decided to buy the DLC in Diablo 4. Just because I think it was on sale and I wanted to get back into this game, so I decided to buy the DLC. I started playing it again off camera, but not that much. I played this kind of like a little bit on and off, and then I decided to actually start streaming. So I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago I did one stream on this game, since I've come back to it, and since that stream I actually haven't played it at all, because I plan to start streaming Diablo 4 weekly instead of playing it off camera, because I don't do a lot of off camera gaming these days. But yeah, Diablo 4 I think was going to be on Tuesday nights, but obviously last week I just changed the schedule and everything, so the plan is to now stream Diablo 4 on Thursday nights going forward, and hopefully I can kind of get back into this game and we can be streaming it once per week, and then kind of have somewhat of a consistent kind of playthrough. So yeah, it's been like around a year now since I originally first got this game, which was after my birthday last year. So I'm replaying through the main campaign, but I also have a new campaign and everything for the DLC, so hopefully we'll get to that eventually. I'm going to as my spirit-born character go. And then I'm obviously going to be a bit rusty. I haven't played this in like 3 weeks, and before that it had been like months since I was playing this, regularly. So I have some Pepsi here. Let's take a sip. Very thirsty. Pepsi with ice. Grab the bottle so I can top up. Also, I'm doing another dark stream. Just because, it's almost 6 o'clock, so it's getting pretty late out. It already looks like it's well lit enough in my room. It's also brighter where we are in game, so it's light from the TV. Don't think I've seen anyone in chat yet, so hopefully the stream is good. Yep, the stream is up. Diablo 4 and Chill. Okay, so everything looks good. Now, the last couple nights I've kind of been stressing about where I have my cord positioned. The cord from my headset to my controller. Because just like the last few nights, people have been saying how sometimes my mic like cuts out or the audio goes quiet or something. And it seems to be an issue with the headset, or at least the cord for the headset. Because usually, like, if I have my arm on it or something and I lift my arm up or I kind of readjust the cord, then people will tell me in chat that it sounds better. So I don't know really what the issue is with that, but hopefully if we have any sort of mic issues tonight, someone in chat can let me know. And then I can fiddle with it until it gets better. I don't know. It's kind of dumb. I've had this headset for a long time. I've actually had this particular headset for almost 6 years now. I got it in 2019. Okay, looks like I have just enough Pepsi here to refill the glass. Trying not to let it spill over. It's kind of dark, so it's a little bit hard to see. Yeah, we're good. We good. This kind of reminds me of my college days. You know, like over 2 years ago now. When I was back at college, I'd usually be taking shots or whatever. I do a lot of drunk streams. So I'd be taking shots of like rum. And then afterwards I would be either drinking Pepsi as a chaser, or I would just like be making cocktails with Pepsi, so I'd just be putting rum in there. I'd just be putting shots of rum over ice, and I'd just filling the rest up with Pepsi. Just like so. Let's get started here. It's time to do some stuff. So I need to like really not only know the actual controls and how to play, but also like remember like what I'm even doing, what's going on. The thing that I do know is I train the lower my difficulty because when I first started this new character like a month ago now. I started out with normal or whatever, and then I found the game pretty easy because I already played it. So I put it to hard mode, which was fine for a while. But I noticed that the last time I played this game, which was on stream, I actually found it pretty hard. I think I like almost died. I think I even did die a few times. And I had to keep healing and stuff. This game isn't really supposed to be like that. This game can have a challenging parts to it, but you're not supposed to be really edge. It's supposed to be a little bit more relaxed. So for now, I'm gonna we'll probably put it back up to hard once I start leveling up more stuff. That's usually how I did it with my other characters. Not sure what's the highest difficulty I've played on. I maybe played on expert. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think I've got the penitence. Definitely not the torment levels. But I probably played on expert, at least on my main, which was barbarian. And I think I got to at least hard with every other character. So I had one character of every class. Yeah, tonight, for now, we're gonna go back down to no easy ones. Go back to extra resting tonight. That's good. So now I need to kind of figure out what is happening. I don't think I'll struggle with the controls too much. I think I'll mostly remember kind of how to play and which buttons do what. I should remember the icons for all my little abilities. As for like objectives, I'm not even sure what we did. Like last time I streamed this game, I don't remember what I was doing actually for the stream. I think I was actually taking a look at the new season and stuff because last time I streamed this, a new season had just started, which has now been going on for like a month probably. We can take another look at that. Because yeah, they actually made like a major change. So they took the battle pass out of the game and they've replaced it with something called reliquaries, which are kind of like different, you know, collections of loot that you can get. So you can choose certain ones that you want, or you know, there's bundles you can buy and then you can get all of them. So there's 3 premium reliquaries, which I won't have unless I pay platinum, which costs real money. But there's also a free reliquary called Belial's Return, which is the name of the season, I think. And it doesn't look like we've earned any loot here yet. So yeah, there's a bar that starts filling up there at the top, but mine is only like a quarter way, and that's only to get 1 token. The cheapest things here cost 2 tokens. I kind of want this horse, which costs 8, so I'm not really sure how much stuff I'm going to earn from this, but 40 days left. It's just like 5 streams, maybe. I don't know. Including tonight, probably 5 or 6 streams until this season ends, I guess, and the next one starts. So, assuming I stream this every week. So maybe we'll get some stuff. I don't know. There's also this thing up at the top that says Berserk. Okay, this must be new. I don't think this was here last time I streamed. This says Event Reliquary. So this is a specific, like, event. I guess that's like a sub-part of the season. This has 11 days left. So this could be like a 2-week event that just started a few nights ago, or... And this costs like a separate currency. Are we just gonna make like these red stones just by killing enemies normally, or... It says elite enemies have a chance to drop behellets? Okay, so I can earn behellets from elite enemies, and then we can use those to buy these event cosmetics, which are kind of cool. It's interesting, we've got an event going on. None of this stuff looks amazing, but I mean, it's decent. Depends how many elite enemies I'll be killing. I remember on my level 50 barbarian, I could kill like 100 elites in 1 hour, but where I'm at right now with this new character, like, I'll be lucky if we kill like 5 elites by the end of the stream. So I don't know how far we're gonna make it with that. Okay. Alright, this is our map. So yeah, I think we were doing like maybe like sub-missions or something kind of around this area. And... yeah, I'm on Act 1 for this story. Search for Nayrel in the Darkened Holt. So that's the main objective. And these are all my side quests. Okay, there's someone that wants to speak with me right here in Kyovashad. Let me talk with them, and then maybe we'll actually go for my main mission, which is gonna be over here. I'm pretty sure we kind of went through like a whole like side mission chain last stream, and that was kind of all we did. There was like a dungeon at the end to take out a boss, and then I think I ended it there. So let's speak with the NPC here in Town Square or whatever. See what sort of mission they have. Just trying to keep the cord from going under my arm in case that messes with the mic at all.
Psst. You there. I need to talk to you.
OP Gamer said, "Can you see this in stream?" Yeah, I can see your messages, but you should use the chat on YouTube. You have a YouTube account, right? It's hard for me to read messages as they come up while I'm focusing on a game, and I'm not gonna go out of the game to read your DMs. So it's better if you're in the YouTube chat if you want me to read what you're saying. Okay, this is Petter. I pronounce Peter or Petter? They say it with like a Russian accent though, so it's like Petter. I don't know. We'll see if he pronounces his own name for me here.
Our mutual friend needs your help, but we must be cautious. Here, she wanted me to give you this letter.
Octavia's letter. Okay, I think I remember this. So this is a continuation of the side mission that we were doing last time I streamed this game. And it wants me to go to this ominous cellar. But like I said tonight, I think I'd rather focus actually on a main story mission. So maybe we'll save this side mission for another time. But we'll just unpin that, I guess. Yeah, let's mark this instead. Shroud of the Herodrum. We can fast travel here, it's the closest waypoint. Yelesna. Okay, hang on. Titan, welcome to the stream. Bro, OP Gamer, Uday. Uday Gill. Venom Z is insane. OP Gamer, Uday Gill, and Venom Z and Titan is the same guy. Yeah. I think I already knew that, right? Gill always, that's your brother. He always has his name as his YouTube name. So for him it's always Gill. I forgot that your real name was Udail. Uday Gill or Uday Gill? I don't know. But yeah, I guess you have a lot of nicknames, different accounts. I remember this Titan one too. You guys were trying to make me think it was someone else. Okay. We're in Yelesna, and now we're gonna head to the Darkened Hold, which I think I do remember that as well. It's part of the main mission, so it's gonna be like a dungeon, basically. And Nayrel is this girl, which, her mom died recently in game. Pretty sure I did all that off camera. But I remember doing it in the original story as well. Okay. Gonna need to get used to that. It's way different than how I call my horse in Elden Ring. Just press right on the D-pad and then the horse just comes in. Okay, there's like some sort of pillar there or whatever. We're just gonna go straight to where the mission is. Actually, I could maybe get some practice against these enemies. Let's try to get practice. Because I need to remember what I'm doing. Okay, that's like my ultimate. Okay, so now that I've put the game back down to normal difficulty, it's definitely way better. I think I'm only going to be able to keep this game on hard mode if I keep playing it like consistently. I'm taking breaks. I'm too rusty to play on hard mode. Mainly the enemies have way less health on normal mode now. I think it said when you change the difficulty, it's like enemies have 75% more strength or something. I don't remember. I don't remember what it said. Yeah, enemies feel nice and weak now, because I remember that the guys were actually starting to feel very strong last stream. I guess we can try this shrine. Channeling shrine. Skills cost no resource and have reduced cooldown. Too bad those only last for like 30 seconds, eh? Wish we could actually use it. Okay, my ultimate still has a cooldown. It's more about the resource costs, which for Spiritborn, I forgot what they call it, Vigor or something. Oh, I'm actually dying. I'm actually dying. Alright, we're good. So those big werewolf guys, the ones that have like the titles and all that, they're considered elite enemies, right? So have I already been making like currency for that event? Because I wouldn't mind like seeing if we're actually making progress on that. This is for the Berserk Reliquary, which is unlocked, but I don't have any of the Behillits or Belhillits. It says elite enemies have a chance to drop, so I wish I told you the chance. So if it's like 10% chance that an elite enemy will drop those things, and you need hundreds of them, that means it's like you'd have to kill a lot of elite enemies if you want to get all these rewards. I doubt we'll even get 50. At least this event has over a week left, so like assuming I'm streaming this game again next Thursday night, the event should still be on, and we can try to make more Behillits, you know, if we don't get enough for anything tonight. We'll see. Alright, so my story area is just up above. So I gotta remember like kind of combos that I can put together, because there's a certain order if I do my my skills in, they can be a lot better. So when I press X, it kind of like sucks everything in, and things will also do extra damage. So I don't even remember what square does. Oh, okay. Square poisons everything around me and makes them move away, but then X pulls them in. So I can do square first, then X, then hold down L2, which is the one that takes the vigor or whatever. It's just like my basic attack, but way higher damage. Basic attack is fast, but pretty low damage. R1 will do high poison damage to one enemy, but then if they die, they also, like all the enemies around them will start taking damage from like this infectious swarm or whatever they call it. And then I have the gorilla ultimate for Spiritborn, which seems to be the best one because I get like a protective shield as well. And the gorilla just obliterates anything that's not an elite, so yeah, it's good. Rusty Shackleford, welcome to the stream. I recognize that name quite well by now. I think you've I think you're on like a 6-night streak for my my streams. I think you've seen every stream since Siege, which was 6 nights ago. So I'll be doing Siege again tomorrow night. Or at least should be. I like the music in this game. Sometimes it's very like chill, other times intense. Either way, it always fits the vibe right. Okay, yeah, I think putting the difficulty back to normal was definitely the right call. Now it actually feels like I can do damage to these guys. Because I was starting to think, like last stream, that maybe I'm just like not building Spiritborn right at all or whatever, but it seems like I have like the best skills or whatever, at least for my playstyle. Oh, I did that by accident. Try not to press X by accident, because that's one of my skills. Three-faced statue. Behold the truths that lie within. Made me burp. Just kidding. That's the Pepsi. Actually, wish I had more. I'm still really thirsty. Darkened Holt. Okay, this looks a little bit different than I remember. So we're kind of like still in the Mistral Woods, but now it's all snowy. I don't know how that happened. Alright, drink's done. I'll read what Rusty's saying. He said, LOL, I'm a simple man. I watch you right before I fall asleep. You're on time and get done with stream right as I need to sleep, LOL. So I'll be coming back for a while. Well, sounds good to me, Rusty. I'm always happy to have more regular viewers. Alright. So, speaking of the music, which I was just talking about a minute ago, right before we came in here, it was all like chill and nice, and now in here the music is all like ominous and dark, so some stuff is probably gonna go down. We'll find out. It's also just a bit visually dark here. My TV is no longer lighting up my room. I think the mini-map in this game is pretty crucial for not missing stuff, because you can always see like how many different ways there are to go. So when I'm walking around and like not fighting anything, I'm honestly looking at the mini-map more than I'm looking like where I'm actually walking. Just because the mini-map shows me exactly where I should go. Oh, these trees are alive. Wood wraiths. Trees are alive. Okay, my L2 skill is definitely doing some big damage. I keep pressing X by accident because I'm not close enough to grab stuff. But X is how you grab things. Alright, so this is what our map's looking like. Different ways to go here. Rusty said no Venom Z again. He was actually here just a few minutes ago on his Titan account. If you can see what he was saying in chat. He was saying something about all his different accounts or whatever that he has. Okay, so far the enemies are pretty lax in here. I find that for like the main story missions, the the enemies usually are more tame or whatever, or like less aggressive. I don't think they're really a difference with like enemy aggression in this game, but maybe more like how many enemies you're fighting at once. Because sometimes you're fighting like 5 guys, sometimes you're fighting like 100 at a time, so... In the campaign it's usually smaller amounts of enemies, I guess. Compared to like little side quests or whatever. Like you see, like something just picked up, so now it's getting more intense. Yeah. There we go. Nothing my ultimate can't handle. Oh, I'm finally getting this event stuff. I got my first bee of it. Okay, I think we killed everything. Some sort of demonic assault that happened there. Looks like it's mostly ghosts too. We got these phantoms and we have the wood wraiths. Which, I guess the idea with wood wraiths is that they're not actually trees that are alive, but they're like ghosts that have possessed trees. I'd say most fantasy worlds have ents or treants, which are just, you know, trees that are alive and sentient. Because technically trees are alive anyways. But you know what I mean. So this area is obviously pretty open, but eventually I'll get to like where I need to go or whatever, where Nayrel is. And then it'll want me to move on with the story objective. So the question is, when we get to that, do I turn around and keep exploring, or do I just get on with the main objective? Because I wouldn't mind exploring this place, but it depends, like if there's stuff to see here or not. We have a shrine down here. Usually when you start a shrine, it summons a big wave of enemies, and you can make a bunch of gold and stuff off all of them, but I feel like this game has not been doing that lately. I've been doing shrines and like nothing is happening. It's like it gets wasted. Protection shrine. I'm invulnerable. So that's cool, but like, there's no enemies here, and this will be done in like a few seconds. So like, what's the point? I guess my movement speed is pretty fast. I'm running pretty fast on this game. And there we go. See, the protection shrine is done after 30 seconds. Okay, this place seems mostly pretty empty. I think this is kind of connecting back to where I hadn't been, so that's good. That means we go to explore all this instead of having to go back that way. Because this seems to connect. Yep. Okay, there's another one of those traversal things there. That's what that little symbol means. Little pointers on the map. Means there's either a way for you to go up or go down. Like when I slid down a minute ago. Crap. Bigger group. Not too big. come back this way. Looks like this path here on the minimap just keeps going. Oh, I got frozen. I can't do anything. This one elite wraith has so much health. There we go. Yeah, that was a big elite enemy, like mini boss. Usually if the enemy drops a loot, it's like a mini boss. Because I find like the small guys like never drop loot. I feel like they maybe were at the start of the game, but like I'm only like level 23 and normal enemies never drop any loot at all. You have to get loot from chests like this, or usually just from big bosses will drop actual good stuff like legendaries. Just got some legendary gloves. I don't think I've got legendary loot like in a long time, so hopefully it's good. I only have one legendary thing equipped right now, it's my weapon. You can take a little inventory break here, just mark all this as junk, all the stuff that's bad. Because it is all bad. Yeah, no. No, none of this is good. I'm counting on the gloves to be decent. Okay, they're not any better armor-wise. They have the same armor value as the gloves that I have. So the gloves that I'm wearing give me +6 max life, which my life right now is only 74. So +6 is kind of a lot. And 17% crit damage, not crit chance. Crit chance is usually better. These are giving me +19 dexterity, which my dexterity is already very high. I think the Spiritborn class really prioritizes dex. 3.5% critical chance. 26% damage over time, which we're not doing that much. I've got a few poison attacks. Actually, yeah, that could be good. I have 2 different poison attacks, and one of them does a lot to like elite enemies. So 26% is like a big buff to that. And since it's legendary, it also has a attribute, not just an aspect. The attribute is the specific passive ability. It says Stinger spawns a pestilent swarm at its target location, which deals 59% of Stinger's base damage per hit. Pestilent swarms now last 50% longer and spiral outwards. If Stinger is the name of the ability that I have, then that's actually like really good. Either way, I am gonna equip these. Boneweave Gauntlets of Pestilence. So we'll scrap the Gale Tendrils. A lot less interesting. I didn't have any gems socketed or anything in that either, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. So the one ability I'm thinking of is called Stinger. Yeah, Potency. No, that's Touch of Death. So which ability is Stinger a basic? It's probably a basic. What do they call these? Yeah, basic. No, the poison basic is Withering Fist. Which ability is called Stinger? Okay, Stinger is the core. So Stinger is the green core skill, which I have the red core skill, which is fire damage. Rake. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not getting the attribute bonus from those new gauntlets, because I don't even have Stinger unlocked. It would be cool if it helped out the Touch of Death, because this ability is kind of cool. It's just like this already does that pestilent infection or whatever he was talking about. Yeah, like a swarm comes out with this, so I was thinking he would kind of add on to that, but not really. It was for Stinger. Rusty was saying Titan is the same fella. Makes sense. Yeah, he's got a few different accounts. At least 3 or 4, probably. Alright, let's keep moving forward. Got those cool new gloves. Too bad I can't really use the attribute. Is he a troll? I mean, he does trolling. I wouldn't call him like a troll, like, overall. I don't think that's his usual motive, but I mean, he's definitely done it before. Damn. Okay, so that rake, the core skill I have, it just basically one-shots all the small guys here. And these big guys, it like takes them down pretty low too. I'm pretty sure it's an attribute I have on my weapon. Yeah, this is imprinted, so I had to pay materials and in-game money to do this. But this says that Rake manifests a Spirit Jaguar, which also casts Rake at a random enemy, dealing 148% base damage. So every single time I activate Rake, a second Rake will go off, usually on the same enemy, unless there's like a big group of them. And the second one that goes off will actually do more damage, like over twice as much damage as the first one. So, or not over twice, but like half increase. 150% basically. So yeah, it's pretty good. Core skills are indeed core skills. Usually are the best. Well, ultimates always seem to be like the most overpowered, but you know, they always have like a minute-long cooldown, so. Rake doesn't even have a cooldown, it just uses that certain type of stamina. That gray bubble below the health. I forgot what the stamina for Spiritborn is called. I think it's called the Vigor or something like that. Spirit Juice. Man Juice. Manpower. I would say Willpower, but that's one of the it's one of the stats in this game. Willpower is actually quite low with the Spiritborn, but Dexterity is insanely high. I'd like to get my strength up a little bit. I know on Barbarian I had a crazy strength build. It's a little bit differently than, it works differently than Elden Ring. Even though most of the words are the same. Oh my god. There is so many wood wraiths here. They're all like elite. There we go. I just rigged them all up. Between my raking and the gorilla's smashing, those guys were nothing. Okay, this little dead end actually. We're getting close to a level up. You can see the XP bar moving forward slowly. It's inching forward just like the XP bar in like Minecraft. Okay, another dead end basically. This place is actually quite big, but it seems like we've seen all of it now. All up here, all this side. So we're gonna loop to this, which we haven't hit yet. We did this one, we slid down from there. So I think I've actually been going through this entire place in the ideal order. I think we're gonna see everything else first, before where we actually need to go, which will probably be this way. So we're gonna go down here, and then we're gonna go this way. It's the only way we haven't been. I think we're seeing it all. Unfortunately, there isn't that much, but you know, we're getting loot, we're getting XP, money, all the good stuff. Games like this, I always like to feel like I've at least tried to see everything. Okay. Already been that way. Armor rack. Some rawhide. 2 rawhide. I think that's like nothing. It'd be cool if armor racks actually had like, you know, armor on them. Not just like literally rawhide. It's just raw resources on the armor rack. Whoa. That Wraith got a hit on me there that did like a lot of damage for some reason. That was unexpected. Too bad he's insanely slow. He was only able to hit me once. But yeah, I gotta be careful. If like 3 of those guys hit me at the same time, it'll probably kill me. Should we use that heal? Okay. I think the healing potions are also spawning more frequently now that I'm back on normal difficulty. The 2 main things I noticed is that either I'm doing way more damage or the enemies have way less health. And yeah, healing potions are dropping a lot more. Most of the time healing potions drop, I don't even need them, we're already full. And I think the only downside to going back to normal difficulty is I'm making XP slower now. I don't think it impacts loot. I think loot drops are still the same. I'm not certain. Okay, here's our main objective. So, like I said, we perfectly cleared this whole area. So this is kind of like a sub-area before the dungeon. We're now going to enter a dungeon where the main like story is going to continue. Oh, you know what? There's one little area I missed here. I'm not going to bother going back. I think it's okay. It's at most it's like a chest with like 2 pieces of gear, you know, it's not the end of the world. I thought we had seen all of it because we got all of this. There's one spot there we missed. Hopefully nothing big. I think I'm ready to move on. We're gonna go into the darkened hold now. I think I kind of remember what that's like, but I don't know. I think it's like the Haradrim headquarters, with which the Haradrim are like this secretive magic order in this game that like most of them are retired now or something. I don't know. We're gonna find out.
You're stuck in an illusion created by the Haradrim. The portal will lead you through this crude trap.
Okay, that's Mephisto, by the way. You know, the Lord of Hatred, just casually, one of the most powerful and infamous demons of all time. He takes the appearance of a wolf in this game, a wolf with its face ripped off. And Mephisto is known as the father of Lilith. Lilith is the main antagonist in this game's story. So we'll see more of Lilith later on. Maybe we'll see her tonight, I don't know. That was Mephisto, he just kind of randomly showed up. For some reason his voice was a lot deeper than I remember. Usually Mephisto sounds more like a, you know, like a trickster or a deceiver. That sounded like one of those wood wraiths was talking to me, but no, it's just Mephisto. Alright, let's take his fiery portal. Why not? What can go wrong, right?
Relax. No harm will come to you here.
No harm. I think Mephisto just brought me to hell. I don't really remember this. It looks like hell to me. You do go to hell in this game a few times. To hell and back, literally. It's like the chill version of hell. This is Mephisto's lounge. It's kind of cool here. I could vibe with this, you know? Maybe not for eternity, but for a visit, it's not so bad. Bloodied wolf. Oh, are we not supposed to know this is Mephisto yet? I don't know. Because it says Bloodied Wolf as his name, and my dialogue, I'm gonna say, who are you? So I know that I'm restarting this campaign, which I did before a year ago, obviously, but even for this new character, I feel like I've already seen Mephisto. Or maybe I saw him as the Bloodied Wolf, and he just still hasn't told me that he's Mephisto yet. I guess he'll tell me now, or he'll lie. I don't remember.
An admirer of sorts. I saved you in the mountains. You'd lost your horse and crawled into that cave. Would have frozen to death if not for me.
Why are you helping me?
Oh, it's very simple. You want to stop Lilith, and I want you to succeed. But you'll never do that by following the Horadrim. Their path always ends in fire and death.
I don't remember this that much. I remember doing like a little kind of like you know, I remember doing like side quests within main quests. Like that's what this is right now. Like where we're kind of like speaking to Mephisto or whatever, but I don't remember this specifically. So this is interesting. We're definitely in hell, by the way. I mean, look at these damned souls here. Very cool. Living gate. Yeah, this door is literally made of flesh, it looks like. Some sort. Yep. A door of flesh. Oh, that's so cool. Look all the way down, like in this sea of blood or whatever. You can see there's like a titan all the way down there, like screaming in agony. And he's like all the way in the top left corner. I love the map design in this game. It's so good. Really good graphics in this game. Even though it's hard to see sometimes, because obviously we're so zoomed out. Why are you telling me all this?
To warn you, a day will come when the Horadrim stumble. Don't be there when they do. The portal will lead you to that little girl you're looking for.
Okay, Mephisto, thanks for your help. Use the fiery portal to return to the darkened Holt. Now, there's one thing I know about Mephisto. He always, you know, he never does a good deed and expects nothing in return. Mephisto is known as, at least in Marvel, he's known as the one who gave Ghost Rider his abilities. And remember, he basically tricked Ghost Rider into becoming his servant, at least at first. So, yeah, Mephisto's not really a good guy, but maybe he's better than Lilith. Rusty says, you're still pretty early on in this game. Have you played this before, Rusty? I was under the impression that you haven't played this. And yeah, I know I'm early on in this game because I've started a new character. I played this game like a year ago, and I went through the whole main story. And I kept playing it for a few months afterwards, but eventually I stopped. And then just like a month ago I bought the DLC. And then I planned to kind of get back into this game by streaming it, but so far this is only the second stream I've done in the last like month since I got the DLC, so I want to start streaming this game like once a week and just kind of get more into it. And yeah, redo, like, or kind of re-go through the main story and then get to the DLC campaign as well. All with this new class, the Spiritborn. Yeah, I've played all the Diablos. Way back in the day I was heavy into Diablo 2. Nice. I haven't played any of the other Diablo games, but I've heard good things, obviously. Yeah, Diablo 4 is my first Diablo game. I'm not usually into like more like MMORPG style games like this, but I like Diablo. Like, out of its category, Diablo is definitely the best. So if they make like a Diablo 5, I'll probably buy it like right away. I'll probably pre-order it actually because I like this game so much. So yeah, I guess I'm a Diablo fan, even though I'm not normally a fan of this type of game. Anyways, I think we're done talking with the Bloodied Wolf here, so let's use his fiery portal.
Back in the Horadrim's illusion.
Search for Neyrel in the darkened Holt. Okay, I thought we were going into some building or something, but we're still like outside. Oh, portal just disappeared. And my character just said, back in the Horadrim's illusion. So who's deceiving me here? The Horadrim or where's Neyrel? There's Neyrel.
I think I've lost my way. The same thing happened to my mother and me earlier on. The trail to the vault ends here, so it should be somewhere around in these woods.
Find the way to the Horadric vault. Okay, this mission's actually like longer than I remember. So yeah, we're still outside, and then there's going to be like another full portion as we go through the Horadric vault, which is when we go inside. So I'll probably keep streaming until we find the vault, but then we'll have to pick it up next week. It's already almost 7. So yeah, I should stream this game again next Thursday night, and then we'll go through the whole Horadric vault or whatever, and then we'll keep going on with the story. And we'll do side missions and stuff too. I'm not just gonna stick to the campaign for streams, but we'll do a bit of everything, and then eventually get to the DLC stuff. Oh, is the Horadric vault right here? It's got this big yellow circle on the map, so... Shadowed Glade.
This place is a maze. And now this. What's that supposed to be?
Got two of these elite wraiths. Okay. Let's make sure we're at full health here. Three-faced statue. We saw one of these before we came here. This one's got a secret. Oh, it teleported us back to where we started. What the hell? I don't remember this. Honestly, I'm okay with not remembering things from my original playthrough because that makes replaying, you know, story games more fun. Like if you don't actually remember everything. I don't remember this whole statue thing happening. Maybe it rings a bell, but yeah, because we looked at this before. It's just like a normal statue that you analyze, but the one that was inside brought us back out here. I don't know why neither my character or Narelle has said anything about it. It was just kind of sus how we just teleported out here. I mean, to me it looks sus, maybe not to them.
I see. The path is different now. The statue was the source of an illusion. We must be close.
Okay, so that was all a magic illusion by the Herodrum. I think just to protect their place, not to do anything bad. As Mephisto made it sound like. He's usually the ones whose deception causes misery.
Finally, the Herodric Vault.
It's kind of satisfying just wiping out all these little bats. They could just get one-shotted by everything, but there's like 100 of them. Okay. Looks like we finally made it to the Herodric Vault, I think. Looks like a Herodric Vault to me. Yes. Now we're in the foyer, or the foyer, however you pronounce it. I think in the US most people say foyer, but in Canada people usually say foyer. It sounds more French, but it's probably the correct English way to pronounce it. Foyer? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I believe the game just saved and everything. Actually, I think this game has manual save too, so we'll do that. And then I think, I mean, we'll continue exactly from this point next stream. Should be streaming this again next Thursday night, so we'll pick up from here and we'll go through this vault. And yeah, I'm ready to kind of get back into this game again, you know? I do want to get back into it. Even if I'm not playing it off camera, just kind of playing it once a week, it's still somewhat consistent. And yeah, I want to get into the story again and other stuff too. Online stuff, exploration. Grinding for cool gear, or for cool upgrades to my skills or whatever, or even like, you know, free stuff from these reliquaries or this berserk event. So I only collected 4 of those behelits. I need at least 50 to get anything. Like I said, this event will still be on when I stream this next week, but that'll be it. It's got 11 days left, so I don't think we're gonna get anything, but It's fine. It's just a small event. Anyways, I will save it here. It should be this button. Nope. I know my face cam isn't in the ideal spot for this game. I just usually like it, you know, mid left. Is that safe? I feel like I gotta move the face cam before I start clicking stuff. Let's try it. No, it's like options. Okay, maybe this game doesn't have manual save then. Pretty sure it just auto-saved as we came in here anyways, so I think we're fine. But this game had manual saving though. Silly me. Alright. Yeah, you know what? This game does not have manual saving. I don't know why I thought that. This game is like server-based, so it's all supposed to be online. That's why it doesn't have manual saving. Alright. Yeah, so... hopefully next week when I stream this, we're gonna be like where we left off. I don't know. It might actually spawn me like at the nearest waypoint or something, I'm thinking now. But that would mean I'd have to like restart like everything we did already, right? So that would suck. Let's hope when I stream this next week we spawn back where I just left. Let's hope we don't have to redo anything. That would be unfortunate. Rusty said, about the only type of games I don't play are racing games. I'm terrible at them. And then he said, get some rest, buddy. See you tomorrow. Yes, I will see you tomorrow, Rusty. Assuming you were on stream when I start, you can definitely join us for Siege. I'm not sure if anyone else will be joining or not, but like we talked about, I think you said you added me on Ubisoft, so I can accept your friend request and then try inviting you. We can try to do some cross-play ranked tomorrow night. Hopefully. Hopefully it works. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight on Diablo 4. And I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.